Hola amigos, ¿cómo están? Continuando con las elecciones del 6 de noviembre, el día de hoy vamos a entrevistar al señor Edmond Davis, quien está corriendo para el distrito número 7. A continuación les vamos a presentar la entrevista. ¿Cuáles cree usted que son las necesidades de los hispanos en el precinto 7?
The needs, I think, number one, safety. I think that's in every community. The same goes with our Hispanic American community. Safety is adamant, it's important, and we want Hispanic families to be safe like any other family. So that's number one. Number two, job opportunities, equal access to city's resources. I think that's something that needs to be, mentioned. Also, I would say also business opportunities by way of small business loans, by way of entrepreneurship, innovative ideas. It seems like minorities of color on all sides, but in this case we're talking about Ward 7. In this case we're talking about Hispanic Americans. I think that information should be made available to them equally as it is to everyone else. And sometimes we see that may be the case, moving forward. So those are some of the things that are important. Those are some of the things that I think need to be addressed. And as a representative of Ward 7, as a vocal mouthpiece, I want to be able to do that.
¿Cómo resolvería usted los problemas que la comunidad hispana, así como las otras comunidades, enfrentan?
Sure. Great question. I think first and foremost is building a rapport, building a relationship, knowing that I can be trusted when I'm speaking to someone, when I'm translating information, whether it's with a translator or not. Hopefully it is, but to know that my heart or our heart should be in the right place. Also, there should be no major decisions made in this city without having our Hispanic Americans at the table when the decisions are being made. So that's going to be my job, to help bring everybody together. You can't make a good sound decision in Southwest Little Rock, Ward 7, the whole city of Little Rock, without having our Hispanic American leaders at the table, those who are well invested, those who are business owners, those who are community leaders. I think that's important. That's the genesis for solving a lot of problems, is communicating effectively, having people at the table and not making any big decisions at all, even small decisions, without talking to Hispanic Americans or Latino Americans or people from Middle America, our Latin family, at the table when it comes to decisions. And I believe if I win this seat, when I win this seat, we're going to go ahead and claim it, that let's say I serve 4 years or 8 years, there should be someone of Hispanic American heritage to be able to be at the table. Even now, I was caught by surprise when I didn't see, any Hispanic Americans running for city director, when, Hispanic American population is getting bigger and bigger. And so we need several people, male and female, downtown all the time at the table with the other directors, with the mayor, with the governor, and being at the table to make those decisions. So that's the longevity that I see. That's the promise that I see. And I want to help work to see that we have equal opportunity for everybody, in this case for Hispanic Americans moving forward in the city of Little Rock.
Hablemos un poco de la comunidad hispana indocumentada. ¿Qué piensa usted al respecto sobre eso?
The only difference between the undocumented community and the documented community is it's just a piece of paper, some paperwork. I love them too, just like I love those who are documented. And yes, I want to earn votes, but life is more than just votes. Life is about relationships, building relationships. I was knocking on some doors in Legion Hut, right next to Oxford Valley, where I was president for 2 years. And a lot of people who are Hispanic American, they said they can't vote because they're not, documented. And, I don't know what level of the process that they're in to become documented. And I told them, I said, I don't care I care if you're documented, but that's not my major concern. My major concern is, what do you see that needs to be improved in this neighborhood? You're a parent, you are a business owner, or you're an employee, you work somewhere. Plus, you're my neighbor. More importantly, you're my neighbor. And so I like to make sure my neighbors are in a good position. And so, yes, the idea is to be documented, or to be, counted as registered or what have you. But more importantly is, I want to know that you're safe, that you are employed if you're able to work, and that your children are going to school, and that you're being taken care of, and that you have equal access to all these privileges that everyone else has. And so I'm not really big on that list of being documented or not. As long as you're active in the neighborhood, as long as you can let me talk to you, as long as we can build a relationship, I'm going to try all my best to help out our undocumented residents, our undocumented citizens, our undocumented families. They can teach me and I can teach them. We can work and help each other. And that's my job. That's what I plan on doing. And if it takes 2 months or 2 years, I'm going to do it. I'm going to try to be there in the trenches with them to help. But I do care about the persons who consider themselves undocumented. But I don't want them living in fear. That's another thing, With the current tensions going on here in this country, not just in Little Rock, but the nation, a lot of people are scared to do things. And you shouldn't have to live in fear. We're all immigrants. We're all from somewhere else. Whether you're African American, Hispanic American, European American, or Caucasian American, it's just different time frames, but we all came here from somewhere else. And so I'm always reminded of that when I look at my skin color. So it just makes me realize that I'm no better than no one else. And it's my job, if I'm in position or if I'm not in position, my position is to help. I don't care if I'm homeless or I'm a CEO, I'm still going to help.
En la experiencia que usted tiene y que conoce la ciudad, ¿podría decirnos cuáles son los problemas que tiene la ciudad? ¿Cuáles son los problemas que hay que resolver, que hay que priorizar y cuáles no?
Thank you for that question. I think there's 3 areas that weigh in my heart that are heavy, and it all is relevant to economically underserved communities or demographics, whether it's Hispanic American, African American, or poor or disadvantaged Caucasians. The region is Southwest Little Rock. It's Ward 7 and Ward 2. Those 2 areas are the most challenging when it comes to finances, when it comes to health, when it comes to education. And those are the 3 areas, and safety, of course, that I think that are the most important. Residents of Ward 7, to my Spanish-speaking residents of Ward 7, to my English-speaking residents of Ward 7, it's important that you pray first and foremost, but I want you to be able to, consider me as your ambassador, to consider me as your servant. I'm really big on service. Service is pretty much the keys to success for me, and I want to share that with you. I want to be the servant leader for Ward 7, and I believe changing times are coming and are upon us. And I want to be the new leadership for changing times in Ward 7. And so my name is Edmond Davis. Again, I'm here at Unity Graphics and Designs. We're a store that me and my wife own. I'm an educator. I'm a dad. I'm a business owner. And I'm a husband. But also, I'm a Christian. I believe in my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And also, I want to be your servant. Put your faith in me and trust me. Just give me 4 years to make a change, to make a difference. And of course, if I can't change anything in 4 years, I know the time is ticking for me, okay? But again, I want to be your new servant leader. I want to be your ambassador. I want to be your city director for Ward number 7. My name is Edmond Davis, and I hope that you can vote for me. Thank you so much.